Steve Bowers and
Janet Wilbanks.
we welcome you to this edition of Six in the City. We have a full show today.
Whew,
Let's get started. We got a lot of folks to talk to.
We do.
Things to talk about.
Let me put on the cheaters, Steve.
Okay.
All right. We are starting the show off today, Zooming with legendary Rick Derringer and his wife, Jenda.
All right.
Looking forward to talking with them. Thanks to Moats Jones and Company for sending them our way. Then we'll talk with some folks with Habitat for Humanity, Nikki Gano and Summer Nichols. Okay. They've got a fundraiser coming up in June.
Different concept, yes. We're looking forward to that.
Mr. E.G. Shelton will be joining us. We're going to talk about May 12th is coming up. That has been declared E.J. Shelton Day by Mayor Conger.
That's right. You get an official day proclaimed, you get on this show. So here we go, right?
That's right. That's right. Then we will talk with a couple of guys, Jason Doty and Jabari Jarrett. Sabrina Blue Parker has brought them our way, and they have a nonprofit called Persevere we're going to learn about. Okay. Then we'll talk with Lindsay Dawkins from the Greater Jackson Chamber. It's time to move to Jackson campaign. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, find out about that.
Then our friend Mandy Henson is here with St. John's Community Services.
Something new for her, so we're going to find out about it because it's new to us. We're going to find out about that. They got a special golf tournament coming up. Plus, a band of Jones will be with us today, right?
Yes.
So they've got some new work that's out. So we're looking forward to all that. Rick Derringer and folks, coming up next as we continue this Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, and any way you can imagine.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and we're pleased to welcome Rick and Jenda Derringer. Rick Derringer, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, and Hang On Sloopy with the McCoys and the Edgar Winter Group, and that's just the beginning, just the bare surface of everything he's been involved in. It's good to see you folks. Good to have you with us.
Good to be here today.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. You know, Rick, at some point you need to grow up and get a real job, and I don't know when that's going to happen. But
Never.
That's hard to say. It's an amazing career. It's an amazing career. And you've got a new project that's just been released.
Yeah, it's called Rick Derringer My Double Gold Life.
Okay.
You can get at rickderringer.com.
Okay, rickderringer.com, straight enough then. What's on this compilation then, Rick?
Well, it starts with obviously Hang On Sloopy, and then it goes chronologically until today. So it was pretty hard narrowing it down to just 50 songs because I've had, like you said, such a big career.
Sure.
But we did it, and that makes it even better.
Okay, all right. Jenda, the involvement, I knew you did a project, y'all did a project, a Chinese-oriented project a few years ago.
Yes, we did the Asia project where we translated from Mandarin, even though we don't know Mandarin, to English, and we made it rhyme, meter, rhythm, everything beautifully. They're very beautiful songs.
Maybe you should explain that.
One is called Season of Waiting or Scarlet Heart. We just call it Waiting for You, because we really kind of renamed that on our album. And then after that, we did Rock the Yacht with 12 more songs or so. And that was recently, that was much more recently.
Okay.
1 year ago.
Is,
And then
if we go to Derringer.com, is that information there? Is that music available there as well?
Yes, it's all on that same project.
Okay. So it's all together?
No, you can purchase it separately
Okay.
as just Rock Yacht album.
But
But you can also purchase it on Rick Derringer Double Gold Live.
Okay.
yes.
I understand from Sherry that you guys are 27 years strong. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I was born in Indiana and raised in Dayton, and he was born in Dayton and moved to Indiana and raised there. And so, but we met in Florida, where we live now still for 27 years.
Wow. And your children are involved in this album, is that correct?
Yes, they are. They were great in the studio and at home when they were writing their parts, always. We always let them be little writers and recording artists.
They're not so little.
Now they're 30 and 30.
Yeah.
So that's like big now.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens, but it happens pretty quickly. Rick, looking back, the McCoys is an interesting place to begin because y'all had a bunch of top 100 songs there in the 60s. And so how did that group come together?
Well, the McCoys, you're actually right. We had 7 top 100 songs. And I basically started the band while I was still in school. By the time I graduated, we were asked to record Hang On Sloopy. So I didn't have to go to any other colleges or schools or anything like that. I went straight into the music business.
Okay. And been there all of your life. Well, I know, I was a child of the 60s. That song came out in 65, I think, and I was 16 years old. So in a garage band, so everybody played that song. Everybody played that song.
Yeah, it was number 1, while Yesterday by the Beatles was number 2.
Okay, very good. That transition then, working with the Edgar Winter Group and Johnny and Edgar Winter and all these other things, whole different style of music, but you made that transition pretty early.
Yeah, the McCoys, the 3 band was called Johnny Winter and. And really what the and means is and the McCoys. So we joined Johnny Winter. I played with him and then his brother Edgar Winter for a long time.
Your brother was in and?
Yes, he was. And then I went from there to other bands, including Discovering Cyndi Lauper and Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay. And you were involved producing them, right?
Yeah, I produced all those records. First 6 Weird Al records and stuff with Cyndi too.
So fast forward, he was really down in the dumps when we met, and we met in an autograph line, and he was very emotionally needy. And he wanted to tell me that he was doing better, but he had been through a terrible divorce.
1 minute.
He waved it off.
Okay, all right.
And we figured it out, that we were a match.
All right, that's fantastic. When it comes along in this life and it's right, it's a magic thing. It's a magic thing.
It is.
Then we got writing right away, and we changed the lyrics to his biggest hits to become gospel songs that fit really beautifully.
Okay.
And then we went and did a smooth jazz album that had big success.
Wow. All of that information, is all that material available at Derringer.com?
Yes.
Yes, a little bit of everything is on the Rick Derringer Double Gold Live.
Okay. The Double Gold Live for Rick Derringer. Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah.
That's okay. The song Free Ride, remember?
Yes.
Come on and take a free
Free
ride.
ride.
Well, that's smooth jazz hits, and Hot and Cool was my hit that I wrote that was top 20 for over 5 months on Free Ride.
Okay.
The instrumental smooth jazz album.
All right, fantastic. It's really good to have this opportunity to talk with you both. Pleasure to meet you. And like everybody sang that song, so we followed that career. It's Rick Derringer and Gendra Derringer, and it's Derringer.com. All the information is there, and this double compilation. RickDerringer.com. RickDerringer.com. And check that out. Rick, it's very good to see you, Gendra. Congratulations to you both. You know.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you. We appreciate the opportunity to talk with you. Thanks so much. We'll be back with more as we continue. What a special opportunity. We'll be back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
I'm Dr. Keith H. Taylor, owner and CEO of the Mid-South Dental Implant and Oral Surgery Center. Our clinic is unique because it offers oral surgery suites, general dentistry suites, as well as a fully run operating room. EPlus Broadband has never let me down. The reps that actually gave me their personal phone numbers, that they definitely were compassionate. They knew that some of the technical terms they were using I couldn't understand, and they broke them down to me, and I thought this went a long way. Thank you, EPlus Broadband.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ Team, changing our community one word at a time. In partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Nikki Gano is with us and Summer Nichols and there with Habitat for Humanity. Got a special project coming up about playhouses.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so what's going on here? Hold that microphone up. What's going on here?
Yeah, so Friday, June 7th, down at the Farmers Market here in Jackson, we're going to be having about 12 teams building, assembling, painting custom playhouses.
Okay.
And this is to support our new home building program.
Okay. How does that raise money?
So each team will pay $1,500.
Okay.
It's a sponsorship.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so they sponsor and go to work on this. All right.
Yeah.
What's done with the playhouses?
Those are going to go to some partnership organizations in the community that work with families and children. So
like Boys and Girls Club,
Okay.
you know, RAP
Hold that
and
microphone
other
up, yeah.
and other affiliates, you know. So we're trying to partner and give back to our other nonprofits.
Okay.
So you're looking for sponsorships?
yes, we have room for just a handful of more teams. So if there's any groups out there that would like to come out and spend the day with us, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're hoping to have some food trucks there. There's some other events happening downtown later in that day, so it's just going to be a great time in downtown Jackson.
Okay. That's becoming a real hot spot in this city.
It is.
For
It
fundraisers.
is.
I think that's this past weekend. We've got more stuff coming up this weekend. It's
Yeah.
pretty sunny. So what's going on with Habitat now?
Okay,
Here
so
locally.
right now we're building our 107th and 108th houses at the same time. They're nearing completion. I think drywall's going up as we speak. And then this fall, we'll be building 2 more. So by the end of the
Okay.
year, we will have built 110 new houses in the community. We also have our Aging in Place program where we do critical home repairs for senior citizens that own their own homes. And that's
Okay.
at no cost to them.
All right. Well, that's a new dimension to this, right? Or
We've been doing that for a few years
for
now.
a few years now? Okay.
Yeah.
And we also have deconstruction too, so that if you've got homework going on in your house, we'll send a team out there to pull out the old cabinets, the old fixtures, or anything like that. That is tax deductible to you, and then we sell it in the Restore to support building
Okay.
new homes and aging in place too.
Okay.
And where is your Restore?
Oh, it's located at 1668 North Parkway, so it's out there on North Parkway as you're going towards Jackson State.
Gotcha.
So what all do people find there at the Restore?
Oh, tons of stuff. I just bought some new countertops there last week.
Okay.
You can find furniture, countertops, doors, appliances, lots of plumbing fixtures. Yeah.
Okay. And so you do your own product recruitment, then you're like Home and Garden Television, it's Destruction Day here.
Yeah, we have furniture and everything else. It's
so
a
we're
great
going to start tearing
little
out
peek
cabinets.
inside.
We can sell these, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. All right, so great. How do people get on your list as far as if someone has a home that needs, rehabbing or whatever?
Yeah, so if you go to jacksonhabitat.com, you can find all of the information on all of our programs there.
Okay.
That's
so
also where you can sign up to be a team for the Project Playhouse.
For the Project Playhouse. Right. Is this the first time you've done this project?
Yes, in this capacity. We've done something similar a few years ago, but this one's a little more streamlined.
All right. So $1,500 for the team.
Yep.
And that money goes to Habitat for Humanity and all the work that you do out there. Right? Okay. And so, and the Restore is an ongoing. Yep. It's been in existence for several years now.
Yes, our affiliate's been here since 1989.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's an excellent program. So we're working on 107th and 108th house, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll go to 9 and 10 before the end of this year.
That's correct.
How do you pick areas where you do this work?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, we have to find property that we can access first, that's affordable, that will let us. And we've worked with a partnership with the city to do some of that, and they've been very helpful in that capacity. But, it gets harder and harder. So part of the reason we're raising money is to still be able to continue the work of affording affordable housing.
Affordable housing is a challenge because the cost of housing, cost of construction has gone up dramatically. So we appreciate the effort.
Yes.
Habitat for Humanity. We appreciate you being with us. We're going to go to the main stage, and we welcome to this show a band of Jones.
There's a stack of bills there on the table in the kitchen. The bank keeps calling about the payments I've been missing. I ain't got a nickel to my name, and all of their calling ain't gonna change a thing. Every time I answer the phone, all that I can say is you'll get yours when I get mine. And I'll get mine come Friday about quitting time. I can't send you a dollar if I ain't got a dime. You'll get yours when I get mine. Open the mailbox to that fifth and final notice. Every tow truck I see, well, just makes me nervous. My blood pressure rises with the price of gas. Overtime's helping, but they say it won't last. Same old story every time they ask. You'll get yours when I get mine. And I'll get mine come Friday about quitting time. I can't send you a dollar if I ain't got a dime. You'll get yours when I get mine. It's working like a dog is driving me out of my mind. It's too hard living one payment arrangement at a time. So you'll get yours when I get mine. And I'll get mine come Friday about quitting time. I can't send you a dollar if I ain't got a dime. You'll get yours when I get mine. You'll get yours when I get mine.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With Utilicare, You can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/Utilicare.
The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation every 2 years does an unannounced on-site review to evaluate every facet of a water system. Inspection includes real-time water sampling, records reviews, personnel training, certification, and more. A perfect score is $5.99. For the third consecutive inspection, covering the last 6 years, the Jackson Energy Authority water system achieved a perfect score. $5.99, 100%, 3 consecutive times. That seldom happens, but it happened now at JEA today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Mr. E.J. Shelton is with us. And May the 12th is E.J. Shelton Day in this city. It's going to be. And we were asking why, and he said, I'm not really sure. So pull that microphone up and tell us what's happening here.
Yes, May 12th is E.J. Shelton Day, and it was declared by Mayor Scott Conger.
It was declared by the mayor, so it's official.
It's official. It's basically supposed to be a day about giving back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really big on giving, so
okay.
It was a big shock last year when he came to the concert and actually said, by the way, we're going to declare this day as E.J. Shelton.
So you had a concert last year then?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And I didn't plan on having one this year, but everybody asked me to have it again.
Yeah,
so
okay. So obviously a big hit. So what's the purpose of the show? We'll talk about who's on it, but.
Yeah, of course. It's just, so I'm very musical. Every aspect of my life is music. I currently serve as the praise and worship director for Historic First Baptist Church here in Jackson.
Okay.
Woo, woo, love them. And everything in my life has been always circled around music. So what better way to celebrate life than through music?
Music, okay.
Yeah.
So we got E.J. Shelton Day is May the 12th, and May the 13th is the concert.
Yes.
It's going to be held where?
At Anointed House of Judah at 7 p.m.
Okay, and that is where?
That's here in South Jackson. It's not too far from here where we are right now, from the Civic Center.
Okay.
South Jackson is right across from Catfish Cabin.
All right, it's at 30 Will McKnight Drive here in Jackson, the Anointed House of Judah.
Yes.
All right, so who's going to be on this show?
Man, I got friends coming from all over. I'm very excited to have Antoine Cook is going to come from Atlanta, Georgia. I have Pastor Courtney Franklin, who's going to be hosting it from Memphis, Tennessee. Pastor Josh Bracey is bringing his choir as well. They're from Memphis, Tennessee. And then, of course, I have some Jackson artists as well.
Okay. All right. What's the admission and what time does it start?
So tickets are $25, and it starts at 7 p.m.
All right.
Yep.
Purchase in advance, or?
You can purchase in advance or you can purchase at the door. I prefer you purchase in advance because their tickets are selling really fast. And so I want to make sure everybody has a seat.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So you got this started just as a kind of a affirming event then?
Yeah. It basically started as just people saying, hey, why don't you do a concert for your birthday? I was like, okay, I want to go out of the country. I want to go celebrate, but we can do a concert because, again, I've always served in the music department, and then it actually became a movement. Like, people are saying, hey, make sure you have the concert this year. So I was like, okay, who do y'all want me to bring? And they asked for these artists, so here we are.
All right, so, so you're gonna be doing this every year, it looks like.
We will see.
I
didn't plan on it this year.
Yeah, that seems to be the momentum.
Yeah, it does.
So what made it work? I mean, there are a lot of people getting to do shows and whatever, but there are obviously, if people are asking for it, then they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think what makes it work is kind of aligned with the actual day. Like, it's another moment for everybody to come together in the city and just celebrate music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
E.J. Shelton's birthday concert.
Yes, it's becoming a thing.
Is the birthday the 12th or the 13th?
My actual birthday, two things, is the 15th.
Is the 15th?
Yes.
We see a three-part coming here next year.
A three-part,
yeah.
I know. And then I have a twin brother who I also celebrate the day with.
Okay.
He'll be there too.
It's got some momentum, all right?
Yes, sir.
Got that going. How'd you get started in music?
So I come up from a very, very, what's the word, interesting background where we were kind of just made to do whatever in the church to help push the ministry forward. And that's where I developed a passion to actually sing.
Okay. Was your family in
Yes.
the ministry? Okay.
Well, we didn't have a choice.
Okay.
And my father was the minister of music.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like a preacher's kid or whatever. Yeah.
You were
Yes.
encouraged.
Yeah.
Yes, strongly.
You can do whatever you want to later in life, but right now, here we
You're
go.
going to sing right
All
now.
right, well, there you go. Well, we're celebrating E.J. Shelton Day in the city of Jackson, as so proclaimed by Mayor Scott Conger. That is coming up May the 12th, and then May the 13th, we're going to the Anointed House of Judah at 30 Will McKnight Drive, starting at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, yes.
For the
Be
E.J.
there.
Shelton birthday concert. It's actually going to be on the 15th, so look for a three-parter next year, starting about May 10th, and maybe 5 days before, maybe an
We will
E.J.
see.
Sheldon week.
Might be a movement. We will
All
see.
right, it's good to have you here.
Glad to be here. Thank you,
Congratulations.
guys.
We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again a band of Jones.
Let's play it for him. Well, I've been paying my dues, but I still can't pay the rent. And I keep hearing that I'm going places, and nobody will tell me when. 'Cause these songs that I write, well, they just don't fit in with this pop country crowd and the music that they're peddling. I think it's time I go home, back to where I belong. 'Cause there ain't no country music in Nashville anymore. Going fast as I can fly toward that Magnolia line. Yeah, I've wasted too much time down here on Music Road. Think the best place for me, pick this old guitar and sing, is Charlie B. Yeah, I've been playing around town for exposure and tears, with a million other people chasing dreams and chasing hits. But pouring my heart out on stage ain't paid the bills. Yeah, I'm over this business, overdrawn and getting over the hill. I think it's time I go home, back to where I belong. 'Cause there ain't no country music in Nashville anymore. Going fast as I can fly toward that Magnolia line. Yeah, I've wasted too much time down here on Music Road. I think the best place for me to pick this old guitar and sing is Charlie B. Go ahead, Kevin. Going fast as I can fly toward that Magnolia line. Yeah, I wasted too much time down here on Music Road. I think the best place for me to pick this old guitar and sing is Charlie B. I think the best place for me to pick this old guitar and sing is Charlie B. That's Cleveland, Mississippi, USA.
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
Every 3 years, the American Public Power Association recognizes public power companies that demonstrate proficiency in reliability, workforce development, safety, and system improvement. The recognition, RP3. The highest level RP3 is the Diamond RP3. In 2023, JEA's Electric Division received the Diamond RP3 award for the 8th consecutive time. This never happened before, but it's JEA today.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 air-vac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Sabrina Blue Parker's with us, along with Jason Doty and Jabari Jarrett. And Sabrina has been with us before at other capacities, Helping Hands of West Tennessee. There's a new program called Persevere. I say it's a new program. It's new to me, right? By the way, Sabrina is now writing actively. She's now going to join the Jackson Post with a column each week.
That's
right. Been writing with Bill Marable's Crime Scene Examiner. Is doing some very good work, very thoughtful work, and so be sure to check those out. Good to see that expansion of exposure for you and the contribution you're making there. So what is Persevere?
Persevere is a nonprofit entity. They're in multiple different states. They cover every single county here in the state of Tennessee. And when I found out about Persevere, I linked arms with them with Helping Hands of Middle and West Tennessee. Okay. And actually now I'm employed with Persevere myself. So it's a phenomenal program, a way to really be purposeful about self-sufficiency through technology. And so they have different programs like Families First and Tech Alliance. Families First is a program that links families through technology. So mom or dad or anyone that has custody of a child that's living in the home, they can take advantage of getting an IT certification at no cost with some wraparound support services to help that parent out. Because we know our world and technology is certainly changing, and so having a career and being ready and prepared is essential. And so that's what it essentially does, is gives a pathway through technology.
Jason, how did you get involved with the program?
I started inside prison. I did 10 years inside TDOC, and I met this program, was introduced to this program inside. I took to it like a fish in water. I was the first one to graduate the entire program in 4 months.
Your Department of Corrections for 10 years, so what was different about this program?
Well, this program, I had served in the military as well, but this program, to me, it just made sense because it gives you an opportunity to work real livable wages and an opportunity for a fair chance. And when I mean fair chance, I can work remotely. I don't have to worry about a lot of the stigmas and the things associated with being a convicted felon. But there's also the wraparound services that Sabrina talked about, which is all the things that come with supporting me becoming a citizen and being a part of my community again and everything else. And it has changed my life. I'm now an instructor for Persevere, and I teach students now, but I'm also a graduate, and it changed my life.
Wow.
Jabari, what about you?
So I was released from prison in 2021, and that's where I first heard about the program. I was here locally.
So you heard about it after you were released, okay?
Yes, sir. I was here locally at Second Chance Halfway House, and every Monday we had to listen for job opportunities and programs. So Persevere was one of the programs I heard about, and they was giving out a free laptop and $1,000. So me coming out of prison, I'm like, a free laptop and $1,000?
Okay.
Hey, let me get that.
Okay.
And in the midst of me getting that, I just didn't know that this was going to be the thing to change my life forever. And I got out February the 24th, 2021. I was enrolled with the laptop, me and my daughter, by April. April 10th, my first time coming home, my daughter attempted suicide. So I didn't want to do the program no more. And as they were speaking about the wraparound services, that's when Persevere turned into Persevere. The wraparound services really showed up. They created meal trains. They offered us additional counseling at no cost. They were sending money to the house just so my wife wouldn't have to worry about the things we were going through, so we could focus on getting our life together. And Persevere just changed our life drastically. And now I work for Persevere.
How's this funded, Sabrina?
So they have different funding streams from national organizations, like Walmart has been a major contributor, but through the Families First, that is through the state of Tennessee. The state of Tennessee Human Services is the funder. I think they got about a little bit over $7 million to cover every single county through those funds.
So our area is Jackson, Madison County, or is it other parts of West Tennessee, or?
Yes. Every single county is eligible.
Okay.
To participate. So anyone that's living in those counties, if you're an adult, if you're part of the justice system, justice impacted, or low income, you will qualify for either going through Tech Alliance or through Families First.
Or how do people find out about it, or how do they contact you?
PersevereNow.org is where we want to tell them to go.
PersevereNow.org,
Yes, PersevereNow.org. They can enroll in a program. They can find out more information about the different other services in which Persevere offers. But it's a great opportunity. As you have heard from these amazing gentlemen here, it has changed people's lives.
We need to get you back. We need to know more. Okay.
Yes, sir, please.
Appreciate the opportunity to talk with you. Okay?
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. And PersevereNow.org.
Yes.
We'll be back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Well, how about moving to Jackson? Some of us did that decades ago. Some of us kind of born here.
Some of us have stayed put.
Madison County, Tennessee is the only place I need to be, right? Lindsay Dawkins with the Greater Jackson Chamber is with us, and we got a Move to Jackson campaign underway.
That's right.
I saw one of the first Facebook postings featuring a young man that had moved here.
Yeah, we have a lot of job openings when you look at the whole West Tennessee region.
Yeah.
Not just Blue Oval City, but when you think of Dixie, when you think of 6K Energy, when you think of our healthcare system, there's a lot of
people moving in here.
Yes, and you see a lot of apartments coming up, a lot of houses being built, and we still need more, but we want to encourage people, hey, Jackson is a great opportunity to come live, work, have a great quality of life. You know, people aren't just looking at a job. They're looking at what can they do?
Right.
What are our parks like? What's our education system? What's our healthcare system like? And we have all the great qualities, and some are improving. We know everything's not perfect yet, but we know that our parks are getting a great facelift.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Our school system is improving so much. We have higher education here, too. That's a great aspect of small town living, that we have a variety of higher education.
They've had the pharmacy program at Union in addition to nursing, and now Lambuth, University of Memphis Lambuth is adding this physical therapy doctorate.
That's right.
So we got a graduate.
And their nursing program is doing so good.
Yeah.
And
all right, so the chamber just sitting around one day and say, okay, we want people to move to Jackson. We need to tell them why, how, or whatever. So
when you think about when Blue Oval was announced, we knew that the area, the region is going to grow. And so what are they going to do? They're going to have options. Are they going to pick Memphis? Are they going to pick Arlington? Are they going to pick Medina? So Jackson is a great opportunity. And so we are competing for people is what we're doing. And so we want to tell them, hey, cost of living here is a lot lower than Nashville, than Memphis, that you can live right here and have a lot of good stuff. And then thinking about our education, our healthcare, all the great things here. So yeah, we're sending out messages to them. We're doing a 200-mile radius right now of some digital ads, as well as we partner with West Tennessee Healthcare to look at recruiting nursing and specific physicians to come to the area as well. And then we're even looking at, when you think of some plant closings, there is a place in Middle Tennessee that a plant is closing, a place, Michelin, in Oklahoma. That those are great targets for people who need jobs.
They're looking for another place to move.
1,500 people are about to be laid off. And so this is a great opportunity.
So who's heading this up? How's it working within the chamber itself then? Is this somebody specifically assigned to this or kind of a collective?
That's me.
Okay, so you become the Move to Jackson person.
And so I'm working with a company to do our social media, different marketing through that, to doing digital ads. And then just, we're collecting on this website, movetojacksontn.com. You can find a relocation guide, and you can put your zip code of where you're coming from. And so we're collecting those, and that's also a great avenue of where we can target or retarget to different people when we can see a concentration. The website also has a cost of living calculator, so when people are moving, you can look and see what is it going to take to live here. And a lot of people, if you're north or even west coast, your money goes a lot here. And so these are just some tools that people can be able to use. And then this is also a great resource for industries as they're trying to recruit people. Employment agencies, that they can also use this, and realtors. What a great way. Send here, you can hit, I always call it the one-stop shop, where you can find a lot about Jackson in one location.
Okay, so how long has this been going on?
So we did some testing at the end of last year. Okay, is what we were doing.
Really just underway.
We had the website up, but we were trying to figure out our demographics and targets. And so now that we have them ready, that's when we were good to go to launch.
Move to JacksonTN.com.
That's it.
All right. We'll have to get back and get some more results from this. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome a band of Jones.
I ain't never faced a fight that I ain't fought, and there ain't too many lines that I ain't crossed. Well, I guess backing down ain't in my blood. Yeah, you learn to stand your ground where I come from. Maybe it's the way that I was raised. Maybe it's that red clay in my veins. Maybe it's a crazy in my family tree. Or maybe it's just the Mississippi in me. I've been known to be a wild one, never settled down. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that don't hang around. Your folks are telling you that I'm no good. if I could. Maybe it's the way that I was raised. Maybe it's that red clay in my veins. Maybe it's a crazy in my family tree. Oh, maybe it's just the Mississippi in me. Maybe it's the way that I was raised. Maybe it's that red clay in my veins. Maybe it's a crazy in my family tree. Or maybe it's just the Mississippi in me. Yeah, maybe it's just the Mississippi in me.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Mandy Henson is with us in a brand new role in her life. Good to see you.
Thanks. It's good
All right,
to be
so you
here.
have gone to work doing what?
Yes, I'm doing marketing for St. John's Community Services, and I'm so excited. My job is to tell people about St. John's because a lot of people don't know.
Well, I don't know, so tell us.
That's why I'm here. So at St. John's, we believe every person deserves the support of a loving community. And the way we want to do that is we want to meet people where they are, and we create a world of possibilities where there weren't any possibilities. And we fill the gaps between what a person can do and what they can't do. And we do that by listening to their dreams and providing services that can help them live their best purpose-filled life.
So what's the target population for this?
So we serve people that have developmental disabilities in all of West Tennessee. We do that through several different ways. We have community living services where 2 or 3 people will live together in a home, and they will have a 24-hour helper with them. Okay. So it's not a babysitter because these are adults that are living together and they are thriving in community. And it's wonderful. And we have I'm going to get this number wrong because this is my second week. But I want to say we have over 50 homes in West Tennessee. I know there are a lot in the Martin, Tennessee area. In Weakley County, we have homes here in Jackson and in Paris and in the Memphis area. So lots of people are being helped by our
Now,
services.
this organization, you say, has a long history.
Yes, St. John's Community Services is 150 years old. We've been helping people and come up with plans for them that are very people-focused. So this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Every person has different dreams. Every person has different needs, and we are there to stand in the gap and help them.
Okay.
Wow.
There are other services out there, Haywood Development Services. I mean, there are many people that are doing similar things.
Yes.
Right? Okay, all right. So how does this blend or work with, or is it in areas where they're not, or?
Yes and yes, I think so.
Yes and no, or? Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we want to partner with anybody. The people that you've had on today have been incredible.
Yes.
I mean, so I've got business cards already. So,
All right.
but yeah, so not only do we do the developmentally disabled services, we also have services for domestic violence, people who are in that
Victims of,
situation.
okay.
That's right. We help them find housing, we help them get medical care, and we also have a youth homelessness program called Oasis, where we help youth. So it's 18 to 24 years old, people that are in homeless situations. So we'll help them find permanent housing. We help them with getting back into school. We help them with medical things, mental health, doctor's appointments, just getting them back on the road to recovery. They were talking about wraparound services. That's kind of what we do too. We are there to help in any situation that these people have.
When does St. John's come into Tennessee then?
I don't have the answer to that question.
Okay.
I know they've been around for a long time. Before in Martin, I know they were CDC.
Okay.
But now they are St. John's, and they are not just in Martin. I can't remember if I said this or not, but they're in
Bartlett, you said?
Martin, Bartlett, Paris, and Jackson.
Okay.
And they are nonprofit, and
Yes.
you are getting ready to have a golf tournament.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes. We are going to have a golf tournament on June 6th at Persimmon Hills in Sharon, and we're so excited about it. There's all kinds of opportunities for people to support us, and we have everything on a website, sjcs.org/golf, and you can sign up to play, or you can sign up to be a sponsor there. And there are really reasonable sponsorship opportunities. You can be a whole sponsor for $100, which is a really good deal.
All right, so this is sjcs.org.
Correct.
All right, to find out about can I find out about what you do there as well?
Yes, there's all kinds of information. It is an amazing website. There are stories of the people that we partner with and help, and they are amazing. And like I said, I'm just on week 2, and I've only got to meet a handful of the people that we support, but they are amazing. And their stories are amazing. And the way that they persevere and the way that we help them is really cool. And so you can see those stories on our website also. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever it's called, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. And we also have a YouTube page. So there's all kinds of information about St. John's out
John's
there.
Community Services.
Yes.
How much does it cost to put a team in the tournament?
I think it's $400.
$400.
Yes. But
And
you
the
also get
tournament
lunch, and there'll be a
Yeah.
snack cart going around, all the good
tournament,
stuff.
what's the date again?
June 6th.
June 6th. All right, so put your team together.
And I love what they named it. It's the Dream Makers Classic.
Okay,
I mean, how
very
can
good.
you not want to go and play at the Dream Makers
It's
Classic?
That's right. Mandy's coming after your money. So just know when she gets there.
I'm coming after your support.
It's support. There you go. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys. Thank you.
We'll be back with more as we continue Six in the City.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to Six in the City. I want to thank all of our guests. It's great to be able to talk to everybody from Rick Derringer to Mandy Henson and, just cover everything in between.
Just a little bit of everything today.
So real special thing. And Janet produces this show, so you get full credit for that. Found this in the Tennessee Journal this past week that the Tennessee Bar Association has issued its annual Professionalism Award to J. Daniel Breen, who's a senior federal judge in the Western District of Tennessee and lives here in Jackson. So our congratulations to Judge Breen for that recognition from the Tennessee Bar Association. There is, if you're watching us on Tuesday, what's this date? With the 7th,
The
right?
7th, May 7th.
There's a fentanyl awareness event coming up at 6 o'clock this evening at Lane College. And don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. And it's overdose prevention, community leaders, mothers of overdose victims, and resource agencies. And that's at 6 o'clock tonight on May the 7th at Lane College here in Jackson. City Council member Johnny Dodd, one of those that has helped put that together. And Janet has been doing some research because the question came up. JA still has a time and temperature service.
We do.
And that line where you get the temp and the time and the weather forecast and all this other stuff. And so I asked the other day in the marketing meeting, I said, well, how many people call this thing?
And
still?
That's 731-423-1230. Used to be Weather Line.
Okay. Over 26,000 people a week, or just over 26,000 calls per week, over 325,000 in a year. Okay. So not everybody is high tech.
That's right.
Right. And so I called it today and it was great fun. 423-1230. It's good to see you. Good to have you with us. Good Lord willing, we'll be back next week with more Six in the City. We're going out with the Band of Jones.
This big time and factory feels a whole lot like jail. Employee or prisoner, it's hard to tell. Selling my soul for a minimum wage, just to pay the mortgage on an early grave. I wish I could wake up from this American dream, 'cause it ain't exactly what I thought it would be. They say memories are priceless and the best things are free. So why is making a living killing me? I always swore I wouldn't be like my father. 60-hour week, slave to the dollar. Breaking my back for a working man's dime. Chasing a fortune and losing my mind. I wish I could wake up from this American dream, 'cause it ain't exactly what I thought it would be. They say memories are priceless and the best things are free. Why is making a living killing me? Let's play it, Kevin.